What's up guys, it's Ray. We're back with another Forza Horizon 4 video, and the gameplay you're seeing is of my favorite Mitsubishi, the Lancer Evolution 8, which was just recently added the DLC, with Mitsubishi being back with 7 free cars in the pack that you can drive throughout the United Kingdom. All of the free cars are included in the Series 5 update released on January 15th, and the DLC is available free with no additional charge, something Forza doesn't usually do. So this is nice that they did that here. And Mitsubishi vehicles weren't available in Forza Horizon 4 at launch, but the developers were able to get a deal done to include the manufacturer in the game. The pack of models included are the 1992 Galant BR4, the 1995 Eclipse GSX, the 1997 GTO, which is better known as the 3000 GT, the 1999 Lancer Evolution 6 GSR, and the car that I'm driving in the gameplay is the 2004 Lancer Evolution 8. Other ones included are the 2006 Lancer Evolution 9MR and the 2008 Lancer Evolution G10 GSR. It's a good and a nice thing that a new manufacturer was able to join, which Mitsubishi did, which could provide some hope that Toyota vehicles could be back in Forza someday also, which would be nice to see, as we've been hoping for Toyota to come back at some point. Production vehicles at least, not the Arctic trucks that people don't really care about that much, or race trucks. There are other features added in the game besides Mitsubishi coming back, such as a new Horizon story called It's Just Taxis, which you can drive an Austin FX4 London cab and a Cadillac limousine. Finishing that unlocks the FX4, so you can drive whenever you want in it. Another includes an individual version of the online team adventure, which people have been critical about because people want to go online and play adventures by themselves, not necessarily have to do it in teams. Even though I played it in team adventures, pretty fun as well, just to, put less pressure on yourself, I guess, and being a team effort, no I team. And the last major update in Forza Horizon 4 was the Fortune Island DLC expansion, which added a new island to drive across, which includes areas with thunderstorms and 10 new rides that came along with it, also notably the production version of the Lamborghini Urus, which was the star car in that pack. But mostly I wanted to talk about the Mitsubishi expansion, which has been out for a week now. And if you haven't gotten it, what are you waiting for? I mean, the Forza time was a big part of it, as there was a championship called the Three Diamonds, which showcased the Mitsubishi cars coming back. And I'm so glad that it's back, because I was a bit concerned that when Turn 10 and Polygon Games announced when they announced the car list, the full official car list, when Mitsubishi was in it, and they said Mitsubishi would not be in it at this time. I was kind of concerned that they would not be in the game at all, similar to Volkswagen in Forza Horizon 3 and Toyota in Forza Motorsport 7, when those manufacturers, they had similar cryptic speeches. When the unfortunate thing about Volkswagen not appearing in Horizon 3, which was definitely disappointing for sure, that they didn't appear at all. And I didn't care about Forza Motorsport 7, so I wasn't affected that much. But when it came to Horizon 4, I was affected with Toyota not appearing in it. And I was concerned that Mitsubishi would pull off a Toyota and Volkswagen from those games and not appear in at all. But thankfully, they did appear. And I guess the speech when they put on a line on the Forza Motorsport website saying that Mitsubishi vehicles were not available at this time, I guess that the fact that they said at this time left a little bit of hope that Mitsubishi would come back, and they did. And I'm glad they did. And I got it as soon as it came out, the next day when I took advantage of the Forza Tots and got involved in it. And it was nice that they included the pack and everything, and now people can not have to worry about racing Mitsubishis against just Subarus all the time, because Mitsubishis are cool. I mean, even though their real-life cars aren't as good as they used to be, which is a whole other thing. But I'm glad that Mitsubishi is back, and now let's hopefully Toyota will be back. And if Toyota ever came back, this is how you would react, and probably most of us would react if they did come back to Forza.
Oh, happy day!
But if they did, listen to Mr. Mosby when it comes to this.
No running in my hotel lobby.
And this.
No matter what the weather, you do not play ball in my lobby.
We can only hope and dream that they come back, and then we would have to run in our hotel lobby, and then Mr. Mosby would be like, no running in my hotel lobby. And that would be incredible if all that celebration ended up doing that stuff like that, and a bunch of hooligans We could be a bunch of hooligans if Toyota ever came back, because we'd be so excited if they did. But that's just a pipe dream right now. Hopefully they do come back at some point, because we really need the Supra in the game, and the new one as well, and be able to drive the A86 and other Toyota vehicles would be great. But the side effect that Mitsubishi was able to get a deal done with Turn 10, I think something has to do with like they're struggling in real life and they're just desperate to get some exposure. But these cars, they don't need that exposure. But it's glad it's in the game, and I'm not complaining. So Toyota, get off your ass and get into the game, please, because we need you guys back, so we could be able to at least drive the newer vehicles and get yourself back with the Supra too, because that'd be awesome if that was the case there too. But the Kobe dream at this point, if Toyota needs to stop fooling around and playing around and running in people's hotel lobbies, so they need to end up actually getting serious and trying to get back in the game, because we need to have some fun with these Toyotas, man. We don't want to be driving some stupid, lame Baja trucks like we're Robbie Gord, you know? I mean, no disrespect there, but this is Forza Horizon 4. I mean, you got to be able to use some production vehicles. That's the thing with the open world. You got to be able to do more production vehicles and more Toyotas and less of the hooligans. So less of those and more production vehicles that we want. And good thing Mitsubishi could be a sign of hopefully things to come with, it possibly the days becoming brighter and light at the end of the tunnel for possibly getting Toyota. But if the history says, based on what happened in Horizon 3 and Motorsport and Forza 7, there's an unfortunate possibility that we may not get Toyota at all. So that would be unfortunate. Them and Lexus be able to drive the LFA and the RCF as well. It would be great if those came back. But we can only dream. But we're glad that at least that Mitsubishi is back. Well, we'd be glad if Toyota would be back too. But at least we got Mitsubishi back, and at least they didn't pull off a Volkswagen and a Toyota in those respective games and not appear at all. So that's a good thing there. What's funny is that there's never been a video game in the Horizon franchise that has featured Porsche, Toyota, Mitsubishi, and Volkswagen all in the same game, except for Forza Horizon 2, which is that only game that all four of them have been in it in the same game, which is hard to believe, because in the first Horizon game, there was no Porsche, and in Horizon 3, there was no Volkswagen, and in Horizon 4, more than likely won't be Toyota. That's incredible to think that in 4 Horizon games, those 4 manufacturers have only appeared in the same game once, and that game was when Porsche was an expansion DLC, paid too. So it's like if you can't get that DLC, it's not in the game. So that's the thing there. You gotta get Toyota back. This would be the most complete Horizon game, and it was unfortunate that Volkswagen couldn't be in Horizon 3, and so far Toyota here. Horizon 4, because this would be the most complete game. You have almost every single manufacturer pop in one represented, and that's never happened in a Horizon game, and that would be awesome if they came back. But the likelihood is probably not happening, because Toyota's ego is just a concern that people won't be driving their cars. No, nobody's going to be driving their cars if they play it in the game. How stupid is that? I mean, they're a bunch of hooligans. Because to believe something like that, I keep quoting Mr. Mosby, by the way, not to get too sidetracked, because Zack, we like Zack Cody, great show, by the way. If you haven't seen it, well, if you have seen it, go watch it again, just to refresh, or if you haven't, go watch it. But anyways, Toyota just needs to come back in the game, because they're such a popular manufacturer, especially the Japanese, like JDM, and people can customize it, tune it and stuff, and drift it. They want to be able to do that with the Toyotas, especially how iconic they are, and the Supra, especially with the new one being revealed recently, going to be competing in the U.S. for the first time in years in NASCAR's Xfinity Series, in the Toyota Supra. And it's been revealed as well, the 2020 Supra. It would be great if they came in a Forza game, but if they did, they would have to bring all the other Toyotas back too. So that would be nice if they did that. But I'm glad Mitsubishi's back, and it's nice to be able to drive my favorite Evo and favorite Mitsubishi in general again. And it's nice that they did that, and it's a lot of fun. For sure. So it's pretty exciting that they came back, and I was able to knock out that championship pretty quickly. So it was pretty fun. I had to do the Forza Don as well with the rally car. I decided to do it with the Evo as well, since that was kind of related to it. A great way to welcome them back. And it was nice to be able to drive that car again in Horizon 4 for sure in the UK. So it's a lot of fun to be able to get them back for sure. Hopefully Toyota could follow suit sooner than later. Who knows? Maybe a new car pack, because the fact that Horizon 4 is going to be going on for a while, so this is not going to be a motorsport game coming out this year, and Horizon may not come out till after the launch of the new Xbox console, if it is a new one, a new generation. So we'll be having, hopefully, maybe there'll be time for Toyota to come back. We'll see, but if it is, hopefully they do it sooner than later and have a new Supra. But that new Supra is probably going to be a paid DLC. But hopefully, at least the regular ones that we've seen before are free, because that would be nice for sure. So this is exciting to at least have Mitsubishi back, and it's fun to have them back. Let's see if Toyota can follow suit. And if this was a fun update for sure, they're finally get a new manufacturer back, and an old one actually with Mitsubishi. So it's nice to see that. It's good that they're back. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you are brand new. Subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.